All right, back here at Dodger Stadium, the Dodgers have taken the field. Ohtani is just about ready to throw the first pitch. Our game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. It's 65 degrees here in Southern California, and the winds, pretty much as always, very light. All right, let's take a look at the Giants lineup, brought to you by your Bay Area Chevrolet dealers. It'll be Lee, Arraez, and then Elliot Ramos. Devers is at first. He's the cleanup hitter. Eldridge gets a start, the DH, followed by Adames, Chapman, and Gilbert. And doing the catching tonight is the rookie, Jesus Rodriguez.
On the mound tonight for the Dodgers will be the right-handed veteran Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani 6'4", 210-pounder. He's 31 years of age. I beg your pardon. And he's in his 9th year at the big league level. 6 starts this year, 2-2. And look at the ERA, 0.97. 42 strikeouts in 37 innings.
So here's Jung-Hoo Lee to lead things off. And the first pitch of the ball game is a called strike. So we get underway right on time at 7:10. Ohtani to the plate, and it's down and in. Jung-Hoo against Shohei Ohtani has only had a couple of at-bats. He's 0 for 2. He is 3 for 10 in the series. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a foul at home plate.
And let's check out the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Shohei Ohtani. He's going to give you 7 different looks. That's right, 7. The fastball is going to average right under 98 miles per hour. He'll throw a sweeper, a curveball, a splitter, sink the ball, slider, cutter, go get him. Lifetime against the Giants, 1-0, but with an ERA of 0.43. That's in 21 innings.
Here's the 2-2. And now it's a full count. Giants trying to win game 3 of this 4-game series. They are 4-1 against the Dodgers this year. Remember, they took 2 out of 3 from LA at home earlier in the year. Here's the payoff. Bouncing ball up the middle. Mookie Betts cuts it off and throws him out. And that's how this game gets started.
All right, let's check out that Dodgers defense. Brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting in the outfield from left to right. It'll be Call, Pages, and Tucker, the best arm in center field. Betts and Espinal will be on the left side of the infield. Rojas and Freeman will be on the right side. Will Smith, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So here's Giants second baseman Luis Arraez, and he looks at a strike. Very often where Arraez goes hitless in a game. He did last night. Had a couple of hits on Monday, so he's 2 for 10 in the series. Here he fouls it out of play. It's 1-2. Spanish audio is available on the SAP channel.
We talked about the average velocity on the fastball of Ohtani. The average is a shy under 98 miles per hour. And that's significant because when he came up 8 years ago, it was different.
Sharp ground ball to second, but right there is Rojas. So 2 ground balls and 2 outs, and here's Ramos.
We talked about the wind. It's 7 miles per hour tonight, and the wind just kind of comes in and hangs around. It doesn't really do a whole lot to affect the game. Marine layer will come in later in the evening, and it'll be a little bit harder to hit the ball over the wall, especially to center field, as we saw last night.
Here's Ramos. Ramos takes a breaking ball. 3 for 8 in the series, 1 for 4 in his career against Ohtani. Two 2-0. By the way, home plate umpire is James Jean. This is our first look at James Jean. Hudson, Blakeney, and Walsh from first to third.
And they say that he's a tight zone.
Here's a strike.
96-mile-an-hour fastball. But again, the average is just under 98 miles per hour. And 8 years ago when he first came out with the Angels, he was just shy over 94 miles per hour with the average fastball.
And a bit high. 3-1 with Giants first baseman Rafi Devers on deck. And the walk. So the Giants with their first base runner. Just doing a little better job of taking their walks. Here's Devers. Devers 3 for 7 in this series. Does have a home run. He has faced Ohtani 15 times. That's second of the most at bats against Ohtani in the lineup. Chapman's got 22. And Devers has done all right. He's 4 for 15. There's a strike. But he is one of those offensive players that when he stands in the box, you're thinking home run all the time. Swing. You're going to miss. 1 and 2.
Good breaking ball. Good place to put it.
He's got 5 on the year. And a ground ball up the middle and a base hit. And Ramos reads it well as he will head to third. And Devers shoots one right through the infield. And now he's going to give Eldridge a shot.
108.5 miles per hour on the ground. You don't have a lot of range if you're an infielder trying to catch that.
Yeah, off the bat you think, I got a shot. No, I don't.
And this is a fast infield here.
Here's Eldridge, 0 for 3 in the series. Eldridge has seen a number of different ways where the league is trying to get him out. One is that big breaking ball down and in, and the other fastball's in. Out of play. 101 was the velocity, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, he's reaching back for the rookie. As you mentioned, Ohtani in his 9th year at the big league level. Veterans, they all feel the same about a rookie. Oftentimes, a rookie will see the hardest velocities of the night.
Got him. And that'll end the inning. Robbie Ray coming up.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
Well, the Giants strand a couple of runners in the top of the first, bottom of the first. And let's take a look at Dave Roberts' lineup, brought to you by your Bay Area Chevrolet dealers. It'll be Betts, Smith, and then Freeman. Andy Paez will be the cleanup hitter, followed by Kyle Tucker, Teoscar Hernandez, and Miguel Rojas. Hitting eighth will be Alex Call. Ninth will be Santiago Espino. And here's Robbie Ray to Mookie Betts. And the pitch is a strike. Betts is 1 for 9 in this series. A lot of these Dodgers have lots of history against Robbie Ray. I mean, so much history that Robbie Ray has had 17 decisions against the Dodgers. He is over 500. He's 9-8.
Robbie Ray on the hill tonight for the Giants. You see his numbers through 8 starts, 3-4 with a 2.76 ERA. 34-year-old.
Lifted out to right for Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 out.
Let's take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Robbie Ray. He's a 4-pitch guy. All the fastballs you see are going to be 4-seamers. Slider, changeup, and curveball are his specialty pitches, with the preference being to the slider. But of late, he's been throwing a lot of changeups, and they've been very good. Ray in his 12th year at the big league level.
Here's Will Smith. Smith has had 6 at-bats in this series, a couple of hits. And he takes a strike. He's had 16 career at-bats against Robbie Ray. A couple of hits, but both those hits extra bases, a double and a home run. Out of play, just below us, and it's 1-2. Dodgers are 24-18. They've lost 4 straight. They're still over 500 at home. They're 13-10 at home. This is foul back. Smith hitting .265. He's got 3 home runs, 17 driven in. And he this high to left, but in the park to Ramos. So 2 fly balls, 2 outs.
All right, let's check out that Giants defense. Brought to you by Walk Up Personal Injury Law. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Ramos, Gilbert, and Lee. Good assist arms across the board. The best arm in right field. Adames and Chapman. On the left side of the infield, Arise and Devers on the right side. Jesus Rodriguez, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Here's Freeman. Freddie Freeman takes low and away. He's got 3 hits in this series. There's a healthy rip, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. He also has 6 hits and 22 at-bats against Robbie Ray. 3 of those 6 hits doubles. Mentioned the other day, he is kind of a doubles machine. Lots of power the other way. It's a line drive, base hit.
Just beautiful bat control, and he's been that way since day one. I mean, he's a guy that really doesn't make a lot of adjustment from his 2-0 swing to his 0-2 swing, because it's basically the same swing.
Here's Paez. This is, if you just go by stats, this is the Dodgers' most dangerous hitter right now. Although Giants have held him hitless in this series. He's 0 for 7. And he takes down low. 2 balls and no strikes.
He did, however, score twin last night with the bases loaded that got caught. So I think his swing is intact. He's just not getting the breaks he got earlier in the year on balls he put in play.
The Giants turned a fantastic double play last night. It was Schmidt to Arise to Eldridge. The 2-1, here it is. And Paez keeps chasing that pitch down low. It's 2-2. The 2-2, here it is. Got him. First strikeout for Robbie Ray. After 1, it's 0-0.
This telecast is brought to you by Monterey Bay Aquarium, inspiring conservation of the ocean.
Top of the 2nd inning. It'll be Willy Adames looking at a strike. Adames, Chapman, and Gilbert facing Shohei Ohtani, who gave up a single, issued a walk, and had a strikeout. I don't think Adames thought that was a strike. He's 4 for 9 in this series.
Well, I agree with him. You don't see that many high breaking balls called, and that thing may have been wide, along with being high too.
Maybe we could get TV broadcasters each get 1 challenge.
I like that rule. Stayed with the sweeper. 4 pitches, 4 breaking balls. And it's a big break, and it's late. And the thing about it, he very seldom makes a mistake in the strike zone with it.
Chapman right out of bed takes a healthy swing. Now Chapman's got a little bit of ownage on Ohtani. There's a strike. It's not so much the number of hits. He's 5 for 22, but he's got a double and 2 home runs against him. It's a high drive to right. Tucker, however, in the gap, puts it away.
Well, the Jung Hoo Crew is back. You can cheer on Jung Hoo Lee from the seats in the arcade above Triples Alley. Single game tickets are available to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday games. Every ticket includes an exclusive Jung Hoo Crew foam finger. sfgiants.com/crew, and that's where you get your tickets.
There's a called strike to Drew Gilbert. Gilbert out in front, 0-2.
That's a good splitter right there. That's explosive movement running away. Almost looks like a left-handed slider. That's how big that movement was. One thing about Ohtani, he does not lack for stuff. 7 different types of movement. And he's throwing that splitter, low to mid 90s.
Ground ball up the middle, and again, Mookie Betts throws him out. Mookie Betts shading over towards that bag, not allowing any hits to get up the middle so far. Nothing.
This telecast is brought to you by Law Tigers, Northern California's motorcycle lawyers at lawtigers.com.
No score here at Dodger Stadium as Tucker takes a strike. It'll be Tucker, Hernandez, and Rojas. Robbie Ray in that first inning threw 17 pitches. And the next pitch is down low. Tucker lines this one fair down the right field line. Jung Hoo Lee will dig it out, and it's a leadoff double.
me like he went up there with one thing in mind, and that's the breaking ball, because when he got one, he had great lower body into it. Look at the balance on the swing. Not a whole lot that Devers can do, so Robbie Ray going to try and pitch through a leadoff double.
Teoscar Hernandez 2 for 7 in the series, and he takes one down and in. .241 this year with 4 home runs, 17 runs batted in. Ray looks the second, and a strike. Arraez on the infield, the only defender that's playing Hernandez to pull. Everybody else pretty straight away. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, Robbie Ray trying to strike out Hernandez.
Out of play. This one headed to the 4th deck.
His 2 best strikeout pitches, I mean, the fastball above the letters and that back foot slider. And he really has 2 pitches to get after that location and see if he can get some to bite.
So be out of play again.
Well, he threw a changeup and in a really a good location. That's a nice pitch. Now, a knee-high changeup on the outside part of the plate. Hernandez was off balance on it. That sets up the fastball in his hands.
And another 2-2 pitch. Here it is. And another foul ball out of play.
He was late. Still hasn't shown that back foot slider on him. But one thing that Ray's doing tonight, I mean, he's spotting his pitch as well.
Hit up the middle. Arraez thought about going to third, but he gets the out at first, and Tucker goes to third. Well, here's the one guy. There is a reason why Rojas is playing.
Second baseman, number 72, Miguel Rojas.
You saw the right foot kick out and try and slow that ball down. If he'd have kicked that, that would have been a base hit.
The reason Rojas is playing is he's got a double and 3 lifetime home runs against Robbie Ray in just 20 at bats.
That's ownage.
Here's the 0-1, infield in, and it's high.
You see an infield play in the second inning. That tells you what the Giants think about Ohtani.
Out of play. He gets it to 1-2.
You have an ace out there who's been at the top of his game. We talk about Ohtani's lifetime numbers against the Giants. I mean, it's 1-0, but an ERA of 0.43. You figure he's not going to give up a lot of runs, so you will play your defense early in the game to try and stop a runner at third with 1 or less than 2 outs.
Got him. Did not. He got a piece, and Rodriguez could not hang on.
Comes at him with a good hard slider. And he just catches enough to just rattle the ball in the glove of Jesus Rodriguez.
Had to get him to go after it, and he did not. It's 2-2.
Well, when a guy's got 4 extra base hits, 3 of them home runs and 20 at bats, you know he sees the ball well out of that pitcher's hand.
Shallow center field for Gilbert. Gilbert will catch and get it back in. Good as a strikeout, 2 down. A little tough sky right now for everybody.
Yeah, dusk is not an easy, comfortable time to play when you're trying to catch pop-up, especially in Northern California when it's windy.
Here's Alex Call. Alex Call is hitting at 308, so you got to be careful with him. Is 0 for 5 in his career against Robbie Ray. This is hit high and foul and very deep down the left field line.
Call's no rookie. I mean, he's in his 3rd year at the big league level. Came up with Cleveland, spent time in Washington.
Pretty good pitch. I think Robbie Ray wanted that one, and he probably would have liked to have used one of the Giants' challenges. And a pop-up in the middle of the diamond, and Chapman says, I got this one. And Robbie Ray is going to pitch out of a leadoff double by Kyle Tucker.
This telecast is brought to you by Genentech, official partner of the Bay Area Host Committee.
We've got a 0-0 ball game as Jesus Rodriguez to lead things off, and he takes a strike. Way outside. Swing and a miss. Rodriguez 0 for 4 in the series. He caught the game in the Giants win on Monday night. Giants got a big game from Eric Haas in the game last night, who did the catching. Rodriguez slams it to center field, but it's in the park to Pages.
All right, time now for the play of the game presented by your California Ford dealers. Last night, Jung-Hoo Lee hit a 2-run double with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning off Blake Trinan to give the Giants a 4-run lead. It was a fastball, 4-seamer, and he did it in a 1-2 count. Another 2-strike, 2-out big hit for the Giants. And he was fired up.
He was fired.
On you.
Here's Jung-Hoo, who rolled out to short. Pulls this one foul.
There you go. Nice play, left-hander.
And a foul back. It's 1-2 with Luis Arraez on deck. And another bouncing ball over the mound. And Mookie Betts with another play. So 2 outs, and here's Arraez. Arraez rolled out to second. One more.
The thing about Ohtani type, he's got 7 types of movement, and he'll use all of them on his first pitch and get a strike with it.
2-1.
It's really an effective way to let your opponents know that you have command of all 7 of your movements.
This is pulled down the right field line and foul. Two and two.
Got a man making a play, getting lots of cheers out there.
Look out, Elliot Ramos.
Yeah, he's awful lonely out there, but in our opinion, he's the fan of the night.
He is the fan of the night. He's either a great fan or he lost a bet. I'm going to go with great fan.
Oh yeah, he's there with his wife, his little boy.
That's his little boy. Then he's got a Giants t-shirt on. How about?
Oh yeah, that child's being raised right. He's liable to hit it off a Dodger fan's head right now with that ball. He's going to wing it.
Well, that's always the fear when you hand a ball to a little child. Where what do they see everybody do with the ball? They throw it.
Or take a bite out of it.
My mom, it's all right. Mom wiped it off. Now you really got to wipe it off if you give it to a Dodger fan. Jeez. 2-2. I'll back again. Yes. If anything, Arraez is making Ohtani work. This next pitch will be number 50. Trying to get him.
Well, he's dragged him through the garden. giving him just about everything he has, including a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
And the walk.
A 10-pitch walk, and those will make a pitching coach cringe.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times it'll determine whether you're going to pitch the 6th inning or not.
Well, you want to be 45 pitches or less at the end of 3. He's a little bit over that.
There was a gentleman standing right next to Mark Pryor, and I don't know his name, but he was in the bullpen with Ohtani, and now Arise is picked off and they've called a balk.
So 2 90-foot gifts have put a runner in scoring position. Chance to take advantage of that. Let's take a look at what the balk was. Well, he's in his windup. And then he stops. A little lapse.
Well, see if Giants can make it hurt. This is a shot, but it's right at Pages, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the 3rd coming up.
Thiago Espinal.
Well, the D-backs visit Oracle Park during the Giants' next homestand. It'll be May 25th through the 27th, including Monday, May 25th, Memorial Day game, which will be a 2 p.m. first pitch. sfgiants.com/tickets. Here's Robbie Ray to Santiago Espino. Espino hitting 188 with a couple of runs batted in. Takes a strike. Down and in. And top of the order, Mookie Betts on deck.
Robbie Ray doesn't have a lot of patience when he doesn't throw the ball where he wants it to go.
High and deep to left. And the ballpark is not going to hold it. It's gone. So Espino with his first home run of the year. It is, however, not his first home run against Robbie Ray. He's done it another time, but this one he clipped perfect.
It does give you a little sense as to how live it is here in this ballpark early in the ball game. Home run number 2.
So here's Mookie Betts.
9th place hitters in this series have shown some power.
Yes, they have.
Last night, Eric Haas had 2. Espino comes in here tonight, pops it out of here. I mean, you're opening up. You have an inning when you have a 9th place hitter leading off. You're thinking, okay, that's an out I'm going to get quick. Not so fast, my friend.
Down low to Mookie Betts. Betts hit a fly ball to right field. High and deep to left. And gone. Mookie Betts with his 3rd of the year.
Take a look at the location, middle end, just above, well, about thigh high. There are a lot of guys in the league like that location.
Here's Will Smith. And Will Smith takes a bit high. Smith hit a fly ball to left. Bounces this one foul. And a strike to make it 1-2.
The thing about back-to-back home runs is when it happens, everybody in the bench starts thinking home runs. Everybody who's going up there to take at bats after that's thinking home run. Those are positive thoughts.
And he got him.
A little anger behind that strikeout.
Well, take the Giants on the go this season and stream the games on the NBC Sports app. And it's brought to you by Toyota. Well, solo home runs usually don't beat you. You just can't give up too many of them. There's Freddie Freeman, who takes wide.
It's hard not to think about back-to-back home runs when you're out there on the mound. It does rattle your cage.
This is hit high and foul and out of play. Two balls and a strike. Right behind the bag is Adames, and Adames throws him out. So Freeman retired, bringing up Andy Pages.
The 44, Andy Pages.
Shaw has struck out to end the first inning. And that ground ball sharply hit but foul. In the dirt. Two balls and a strike. Three and one.
Pitch count running pretty high tonight for Robbie Ray. That's not that odd.
So he'll hope to have 60 or under to end this inning.
Well, that'd be 20 pitches per inning, which is about 5 too high. But
Chapman will get it on the third hop. Throw him out. Back-to-back home runs gives the Dodgers a 2-0 lead. Welcome back to the broadcast booth presented by Lazy Boy. I'm Dwayne Kuiper in LA. Mike is in San Francisco. And right now, Mike, Shohei Ohtani looks like he's just got about everything he needs in his trick bag working.
Well, remember, Giants saw him recently, and in his last outing against the Giants, he was really throwing largemouth fastballs and painting the corners with them. Tonight, he's been breaking ball heavy, and he's throwing a lot of it, especially on first pitch. So when you see him the previous time and he establishes a fastball like he did, you're up there geared up for, 9,900 mile an hour fastballs. And he's really taken advantage of a lot of off-speed stuff tonight, and he's kept them off balance.
Beach ball on the field.
It's a great Dodger Stadium tradition, apparently.
It is a great way to just slightly change the momentum of the inning. Here's the 0-2 to Devers. Got him. Devers tried to go down and get that one.
He didn't look that comfortable walking out of the box. I mean, he really tries to hit this one over the pavilion. Let's see, is that a cringe or a grimace? Big difference between the two.
Eldridge struck out in the first inning. Here he fouls that fastball back and out of play.
Ohtani not afraid to challenge with that fastball behind the count either.
Two balls and a strike. Ohtani with a new baseball. This will be pitch number 60. So he throws. Bouncing ball foul right past Shane Robinson. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him.
And he got him to go out of the strike zone. Well, mark your calendars for the Gigantes chain hat on Saturday, May 23rd, presented by Benjamin Moore. First 15,000 fans will receive a snapback Gigantes hat with a removable chain. Go to sfgiants.com/fiesta.
Here's Adames. And Adames takes in tight. Adames struck out in the second inning. Ohtani's got 4. 1 ball and 1 strike. Foul back, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Got him. Got him on the inside corner as he strikes out the side.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota, class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. And by Provident Credit Union, make life easy.
Kyle Tucker will lead things off. 2-0 Dodgers. This is the home half of the 4th inning. A couple of solo home runs from Espino and Mookie Betts. And here's Tucker with a swing and a miss. Tucker opened up the 2nd inning with a double, but did not score. Shoots this one the other way, and he's got a base hit, probably another double. And he will stand up with another two-bagger.
Oh, and just like that, it becomes a stress inning. Giants really played him to pull. Had Matt Chapman well off the line. Just looks to me like he was thinking that way. As he inside outs this thing, and that's really a nice piece of hitting.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Hernandez hit a ground ball up the middle that was gloved by Arise, who threw him out, but on the play, Tucker went to third, so it was a productive out in the second inning. Here he shoots one to right, and that's a hit. And they're going to wave in Tucker, and it's 3-0. Cued. He guarantee he didn't hit that ball more than 80 miles per hour off the bat.
Number 72.
Right off the end of the bat, and it winds up being a thing. The good news is that they held him to a single.
Here's Rojas. Rojas takes high. Squirts away. Rodriguez's throw will be late.
Well, Hernandez had a pretty good jump off this. That's one thing you do when you take your secondary lead. You anticipate ball scoots away and get that far away from Rodriguez. I mean, that's a good take from Hernandez's perspective. And Rodriguez has been given a pass ball.
Rojas lines it to right. They will hold Hernandez. So for Rojas, ownage is ownage. Now 8 for 21 lifetime against Robbie Ray. So 3 straight hits. Now a message from Sacramento International Airport. So Justin Message, the pitching coach, returns to the dugout, and the hitter will be Alex Call.
Alex Call.
A run in makes it 3-0. Runners at the corners with nobody out. And there's a swing and a miss.
That may have been the message. Throw that change up.
Pitch is wide to even the count. Limit the damage.
You're tracking the pitches throughout the year with Robbie Ray. I mean, at times, he will throw maybe 2 or 3 changeups in a game. The next start, he'll throw 25. I mean, he'll get a pitch and he'll ride it if he thinks he's got it going. But at times, he can forget about it. It's such a good pitch because it makes the fastball look so much better once the changeup, the off-speed pitch, is established in the minds of the hitter.
Here's the 2-1. Jung-Hoo Lee, a long run. He will catch, he will spin, and he will not throw. Thought he would throw, but he didn't. He's looking back like maybe he slipped.
Well, when he caught the fly ball, I mean, he really had his hips facing the stands and not home plate. He was in kind of a bad position to get something on the throw.
I think, Mike, he wanted to spin and throw it.
Yeah, the way he caught it, it looked like he was thinking that.
Yeah. For nothing, here's Espino. And this one gets away from Rojas. I'm not sure how they're going to rule this one.
Yeah, they called this one a wild pitch.
I'm not sure that's a wild pitch.
Well, he kind of got glove tied.
Line drive, foul, not by much.
And it really doesn't matter what they rule it, whether it be a pass ball or a wild pitch. In the mind of Jesus Rodriguez, he's thinking, I should have caught that.
Pitch is wide. You see his usage. Swinging a high pop-up fly ball. As Jung-Hoo Lee will put it away. And with 2 outs, here's Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
Giants have to stay in striking distance.
Well, that's why this is a big point in this ball game. This at bat right here.
And Adames has got it. 2 runs. 5th inning coming up. 4-0 Dodgers.
All right, time now for Engineered to Win, presented by Range Rover Sport. Giants record against the Dodgers and the Padres last season, well, they were 7-19. This year, however, they're off to a 7-4 start. A dramatic difference. They've won as many as they did all last year, and here we are halfway into May.
The Giants have 18 wins, so 7 of those wins against LA and San Diego. Here's Chapman. I don't know about that one. It's 0-2.
Well, the reports we heard that James Jean is a tight umpire, I think is not true. I think he's given corners and he's given some height. I think he's done a good job tonight.
Drew Gilbert on deck, and then Jesus Rodriguez. Giants are hoping for a little buzz from the bottom of the order.
Tell you what, though, Matt Chapman likes that swing. He's getting his top hand back.
Got him. That's 4 strikeouts in a row for Ohtani. Well, bench your mobile provider for better coverage and bigger savings with Xfinity Mobile and get Wi-Fi plus 5G that won't strike out. Xfinity, imagine that. Here's Gilbert. Wide to Gilbert. Gilbert on the backhand. Freeman on to Ohtani.
That's a great defensive play.
Can only hit the ball hard.
I mean, that's just a wicked short hop to a backhand, and he has to slide into it. And then 360s up to a perfect toss from the underhand position. You can't execute any better than that.
Here's Jesus Rodriguez. The only hit the Giants have was a Devers base hit in the first. There's a big rip, and it's 0-1.
Freddie Freeman's going to turn 37 years old. You know what he's thinking after he makes that play? I still got it.
And a very high pop-up out of play. Oh, 2. One and 2. That's, we're able to put something together with 2 outs in the first, a walk and a hit, but that's it. Here's Ohtani taking a long time. In the dirt. To 2. Got him. 7 strikeouts in 5 innings. 4-0 Dodgers.
Time now for a powerful performance brought to you by Xfinity. Eric Haas last night against Yamamoto, top of the third, solo shot on a cutter. And then he comes up in the fifth inning and he does it again. Solo home run on a four-seamer. Haas became the fourth Giants catcher all time to have a 2-home run game against the Dodgers, joining Walker Cooper, Tom Haller, and Bob Melvin. But Haas is the only one to do it in Dodger Stadium.
A remarkable night. And then, in talking to him today, the ball he hit to center field, he said that's the best ball he hit all night.
I don't doubt that. I mean, he crushed it. He went right to the wall, just under the sign, or to the left of the 392 sign. We really thought he had it.
Two and one to Will Smith, who drives this one, and it's an atom ball again to Willy Adames.
So Walker Cooper in 1947. Tom Haller did it. 1964. Then Bob Melvin in 1987. The month of September.
Here's Freeman, who takes a wild swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Freeman a single in the first, and then a ground ball over the bag at short, or at second, fielded by Adames, who threw him out. The 1-1 swing and a miss. 1-2. That time Robbie Ray tried to get it for Freddie Freeman to reach out and fish, but no.
Well, he's swung through a couple of breaking balls, and you're thinking, well, maybe he's not seeing that spin. When he gets the ball up around the belt or above, that's when he's had trouble with Freeman. But that was an easy take.
Fouls that one out of play. Into the second deck here at Dodger Stadium, which in our park would be the club level. Back off the screen. It stays at 3-2. It's the pitch number 87 for Robbie Ray. And the walk. Yeah, this is what the skipper Tony Vitello said about his catcher Haas from last night. Called him Jake Taylor from Major League. I get it. I see it. Maybe not so much how they look in the face, but how it was an overall performance.
But he got a Jake Taylor reference in after the game. I thought that was very
Yeah,
cool.
I did too.
They need to make more baseball movies.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes, and the throw is high, and Freeman steals it.
It's his first steal of the year. You know what he's thinking out there at second base? I still got it. So far with Jesus Rodriguez, we haven't seen a lot of accuracy with his throws to second base, and that's something he's going to need to improve upon.
Paz takes outside. It's 3-0. and the walk. Robbie Ray hadn't walked anybody until he walked Freeman, and then now he's walked the next hitter, Pages. So here's Tucker. See, Figueroa is in that Giants bullpen.
Think about Dodger Stadium. It didn't take long to get heated up in the pen. 12 pitches, you'll have an established fastball. And if it's a red alert, you can let them know I'm good to go.
Tucker's 2 for 2. Quickly behind, no balls and 1 strike.
Giants softened up that shift on the left side after Tucker's last at bat. Chapman, the third baseman, is not as pulled off the line as he was. About a step and a half closer to the line. Well, you see a guy like Tucker, you think, well, he's going to try and pump one out. He's going to swing for home runs, and he'll take and inside out a ball and take advantage on an overshift on the opposite side of the field. That's impressive.
Robbie Ray spins around, just getting the attention of Freddie Freeman. Tucker shoots this one to our left. It's stays at 1-2. Sharp ground ball. Devers has got it. Slings it for 1. Devers gets back and a double play. Raffy Devers, twinkle toes down at first. It's 4-0, but we're still in the bottom of the 5th. The Dodgers challenged that call at first on the double play as Devers made a really strong throw to Adames, but on the throw back, Tucker was called out, but on the replay you could tell clearly that he was safe. It just was a remarkable play by Devers to get back to the bag and to make it close. Time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all-in connection and protection your small business can rely on.
So Yoel Peguero, the new pitcher for the Giants, comes in for the 5th time. He's done a good job. 2.25 ERA. Guerrero, not a big guy. He's built more like a shortstop. 5'10", 195 pounders. He's 29 years of age, and he's a rookie. And he throws hard. 2 types of fastball, a slider, and a changeup. The line on Robbie Ray, 4 2/3, 7 hits, 2 walks. He has allowed 4 runs, 3 of which have been earned, and he's responsible for the runners in first and third.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And a strike. Base hit for Hernandez to knock in a run against Robbie Ray in the 4th inning. Ball squirts away, and now the runner at first, Tucker, is going to go.
Rodriguez is having a rough time here those last couple innings. Take a look at this. I mean, those are really close to being pass balls, but he's just not able to handle that low pitch from Ray and now from Peguero. So 2 wild pitches and a pass ball.
Chapman with a perfect throw to end the inning. So no damage, couple of walks. We'll head to the 6th. 4-0. Our upcoming schedule brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. We got one more game here tomorrow night, and then it's on to Sacramento for a weekend against the A's, and the road trip will end with 3 games in Arizona on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So join us. All right, Giants need to make some noise. They only have 1 hit in this game. Ohtani's been terrific. He's issued a couple of walks, but he's got 7 strikeouts. And here's the top of the order. And on 1 pitch, it's going to be a 3 unassisted. So Jung-Hoo Lee rolls out for the 3rd time. And here's Luis Arraez, who he at least reached by way of a walk in the 3rd inning.
Impressive how Ohtani has really been a different pitcher tonight than he was in his last start against the Giants back in San Francisco. San Francisco, power, a lot of fastballs, and great command with fastballs. Corner command, knee-high corner command, high velocity, and he rode that all night long.
There's a base hit for Luis Arraez with 1 out.
Tonight he's been kind of a finesse pitcher. Well, weekends at Oracle Park are extra tasty with the Coca-Cola Weekend 4-pack. The Ticket Plus meal package includes 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 Coca-Cola beverages. It's available for any Friday, Saturday, or Sunday home game, including upcoming weekends against the White Sox, Cubs, and the Braves. Go to sfgiants.com/weekend.
Ramos hit the ball well in the 3rd inning, but he lined out to Pages in center field. All right, 2 balls, no strikes. See if the Giants can put something together. Smith is going to go out and have a word.
Well, 8 years ago, this moment here, you'd see the translator come out. Not anymore. Ohtani doesn't do interviews in English, but he's got a pretty good grasp of the language.
Swing and a miss. I'll tell you what, Ramos had a pretty good idea what was coming, and he let it go. The 2-1. Well, that's a couple of hard balls right there.
Well, he just threw it right by him. And in what you make is he was looking for him both times.
No chance to swing at that one.
That's an easy take when you're trying to avoid getting hit with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball in your boiler.
That's a fact. High down the left field line, but so high you got 3 different players that could possibly catch it. And Mookie Betts is the one to do it. Ramos just got underneath that one.
First baseman Rafael Devers.
So you're saying there are things that are possible, like a feel-good pop-up?
Yeah.
He got good wood on it?
Yeah, I mean, I think he took a really good swing at it. I get it, and out isn't out.
Commercial break.
Devers, a single and a strikeout. And a strike.
A lot of first pitch breaking balls. And, you know, he's got an assortment of them. He's got a slider, curveball, and a sweeper. I mean, he's used them all.
Well, here's our first challenge of the night.
Pitch is called a ball. The catcher's challenges. The pitch is a strike. Los Angeles has 2 challenges remaining.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Got him. And that'll end the inning. 8 strikeouts.
Well, the 2026 All-Star Teacher Award presented by Provident Credit Union. You can go to NBC Sports Bay Area right now, or bayarea.com/AST right now, and check out Suzanne Say-Lee as well as all the other finalists. They need your vote.
So Peguero back out. And he will face Miguel Rojas. And Rojas rolls one to the second baseman, Arise.
That had a little funk on it.
He's handled everything hit to him this year. Everything.
And he's been fantastic.
Left fielder, Alex Call.
Here's Alex Call. Sacrifice fly in the fourth. The 1-0 is a pop-up that is going to land above us.
That's a good slider. That's the one that when he gets that going, I mean, he's really tough to hit, and it's a pitch that he doesn't throw a lot of. And when you see one like that, you go, well, we want to see more of those.
1-2, so let's see. Down low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Espino is on deck. 4-0 Dodgers here in the bottom of the 6th. It's really all about what Ohtani has done on the mound. Payoff. He is in tight. He walked him.
He's not going to be happy with that. He had him pound the count 1-2.
He did.
And you lose him to a walk. So you step off the mound, you have a little word with yourself. Get up there and make a vow to yourself to do better.
Santiago Espino on the ground, double play ball. That's 1, that's 2, and that ends the inning. How quickly it can come to a close. 7th inning coming up. All right, time now for our game summary brought to you by Toyota. Well, it's all about Shohei Ohtani and what he's done. He's only allowed 2 hits. He's walked 2 and he struck out 8. And he's got Eldridge twice, who stands in right now. And the pitch. Now back. There's a couple of big fellows going at each other right here.
Well, you're right. I mean, Ohtani's 6'4". They say 220, but he's carrying more weight now. He's really filled out. Eldridge 6'7", 250. And he's 21 years old. He's not going to get any skinnier.
That's wide to even the count. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Ohtani looking at the pitch clock.
Trying to freeze him. Or trying to maybe to catch his breath a little bit in between pitches.
Good take. That's one thing about Eldridge. I mean, he gets a lot of walks. Look at his numbers all in the minor leagues. I mean, he was a guy who had a good eye, very disciplined.
Skies this one to right. And Rojas will put it away. You know, it's a pretty good size pop-up when the hitter is closing in on second base when the ball's caught.
Yeah, it was up there.
Here's Adames. Adames hasn't had any luck at all with Ohtani. Fouls this one out of play.
That's one thing about dome stadiums. When they first started them, Astrodome being the first, I mean, pop-ups became entertainment as to whether or not they were hit high enough to hit the ceiling.
That's right. And Adames hangs in there on an 0-2 pitch and drives it into right field. So there you go.
A good pitch to hit. Hanger. I mean, it wasn't over the middle of the plate. It was away. Did the right thing, go into right field with it, but it was up. Really nice. Watch the head stay still.
Here's Chapman.
That was the case when a guy's going to right. You can't pull off a ball and hit it to right field very often.
Chapman turns away. Chapman a fly ball and a strikeout. And a strike to even the count. Chapman drives it to right. He's got a base hit. Giants have figured out something here this inning. Maybe go to right.
Well, not a bad plan. They've been pretty quiet with the bats all night long, and now this is a real threat here. Will Klein, the right-hander, getting ready. 102 pitches on the night for Ohtani.
So this is Fryer and the interpreter.
A lot of people out there all doing one thing, just taking a little time so Klein can finish getting ready. Giants one swing away from making this game interesting. And Drew Gilbert's going to be the guy that attempts that. And he's got power. I mean, he's got more than enough power to pump one out of here.
He hit the ball hard in his last at bat, only to have Freeman take a hit away from him. Post pitch, and it's a ball and a strike. Hit into left center field, hit pretty well, but Pages is going to track it down, and Adames is going to be doubled up. Oh boy.
Well, on Sunday, May 24th, the Giants are going to take on the White Sox, and it is Star Wars Day. The first 15,000 fans in attendance will receive a Grogu bobblehead presented by Evercharge. Go to sfgiants.com/Star Wars.
Time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all in connection and protection your small business can rely on. It's Tristan Beck, and he's facing Mookie Betts.
Just called up recently. These are the numbers he had in Sacramento. Tristan Beck, 29 years of age, 6'4", 200-pounder.
Mookie Betts is 1 for 3. He hit a home run in the third inning. Big chopper to third, deep third. Betts is retired. So it's nice to see Tristan Beck back in the big leagues.
Well, he's pretty excited about getting called up in time for this series. I mean, he's from Southern California. Most of his fastballs will be four-seamers. He's got a slider, curveball, and he'll sweep the breaking ball.
Smith takes a pitch wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Two and 0. Smith is 0 for 3. And a strike. Smith turned around, looked at James Jean. Healthy rip. 2 and 2.
Well, he's coming at him with a sweeper, and it's a pretty good pitch right now. I think he's got good explosive movement going away from Smith. And he is riding that sweeper horse right now.
Grass cutter to Adames. 2 outs.
Did you like those grass cutters?
Yeah, I did. Until it would hit a little pebble, and then I didn't like them at all.
That's the thing.
But grass cutters, you don't have to worry about a hop. It just scoots along. It's like a snake coming right at you.
Is that the easiest one to pull off of and come up early?
No. No, you can't pull off of those unless you really think it's going to take a bad hop. Freeman fouls this one into the glove of Rodriguez. It's 0 and 2. Freeman's been on base twice, a single and a walk. Big chopper to Devers. Devers will go to the bag. He'll retire his opposite number, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 inning, 3 ground balls for Beck. For nothing. It's been that way since the Dodgers scored 2 in the 4th. So here's Tanner Scott.
19th appearance on the year for Tanner Scott. 1.65 ERA in 16 1/3 innings, 16 strikeouts against a couple walks. He's in mid to high 90s with fastball velocity. He's a 4-seam fastball slider guy.
Little looper, and Paez is going to track it down. So 1 pitch to Jesus Rodriguez. And he's retired here in the 8th inning. And here's Jung-Hoo Lee. Jung-Hoo has hit 3 ground balls tonight. And he leans back out of the way. And a bouncing ball foul.
Tanner Scott, a free agent, really had a big year 2 years ago. Signed with a big chunk of change with the Dodgers. Supposedly it was going to be their closer last year, but really had a rough year. Never really happened for him. This year, however, he's off to a good start.
And a pop-up out of play to our left. It's 2-2. One out. John's trying to get something going here in the 8th. It's been a quiet night. Out of play. Another foul. So pretty good battle between the lefty Scott and the lefty hitter Jung-Hoo Lee. Four night games here at Dodger Stadium. Very unusual. And the final night game will be tomorrow. Landon Roop against Emmett Sheehan. This is lifted to left. So Alex Call will put it away. 2 outs.
Well, watch or listen to the NBC Sports Giants Talk podcast presented by Mancini Sleep Room. Catch up on all the Giants news with a twist.
Arise takes one low. Arise with a base hit in the 6th. That was his 3rd hit in this series. He got his average at 306. Jumps out in front of this one and skies it out of play.
I like the batting gloves that guys have that have the grip reminders. If you look at the gloves that Arise wears, there's 2 lines on each finger, and you line your fingers up, and that's the proper grip you want to have in your bat. Just a reminder.
Above us. They need to do those with golf gloves.
Well,
I guess you
got to wear both. You got to wear 2 gloves, though.
I was going to say the problem is you got to buy an extra glove. Line drive, left field, base hit. And now it gets by Call, and Arise is going to jog into second.
What do you think? Base hit and an error?
Yeah, base hit and an error, although I don't know if Arise was thinking about going.
Yep, single E7. Well, I mean, he's just puts on a clinic every night. Uses the whole field, and he could care less if he has a 2-strike count.
Here's Ramos. Ramos is going to roll one to second, and that'll do it. No runs. Giants get a runner in scoring position. It remains 4-0. Well, right after the game, it's Toyota Giants postgame live. Kylan Mills, Ron Wotus, George Cantos. Highlights, interviews, and more. It's coming up right after the game. As Tristan Beck is throwing to Andy Pages, and it's a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. There's a strike. And a bit off the plate. Is it official? Can we give James Jean thumbs up tonight?
Yeah, we absolutely can. James Jean, the umpire behind home plate.
Done a good job.
He really has.
And this pop-up is going to be in the seats. And it's fouled right down the left field line.
You know, every time we see Tristan Beck, you know, he always gives you a different look. You know, he has a new pitch, or he's working a different side of the plate, which is what you have to do. I mean, you get here. A lot of guys sign with 2 pitches, and after 6-7 years of professional baseball, they've got 5 different types of movement. And Beck is one of those guys that, you know, he doesn't have to have good stuff to beat you. I mean, he can beat you with his brain.
Very high to left, fairly deep, and it'll be Gilbert calling off Ramos.
See the lined up gloves, and here he turns into a golfer. So there you go, Kite. You got to get a pair of those gloves. You can use them.
You can. Do you think I need to talk to Luis Arraez?
I do.
Here's Tucker, who hits one foul. Although,
to say, hey, I need a pair of your golf gloves, and see what kind of look he gives you.
well, he's a pretty happy guy. He probably would play along. Tucker rolls one foul. Tucker opened up his first 2 at-bats with doubles. And this one he pounds off his foot.
This one's going to take a while to shake off. He's got 200 square inches of protective covering on his leg, and I don't think it hit any part of it. I think it hit him on the arch of his right foot. No, maybe back foot. No, right foot. Yeah, I think it was right foot.
Yeah.
He was touching his left foot there for a second. Just messing with me.
Watch it again. You might be right. Might be the back foot.
Yeah, it is. Caught him off the top. Well, he needs to wear a protective piece over there. Hey, as far as I'm concerned, take your time. You know, the problem with that is, you have no way to prepare for that. I mean, you're just trying to hit the ball, and all of a sudden your foot's on fire or your shin bone is screaming at you. You just don't expect it, and it's just instant pain.
Well, yeah. A screaming shin bone is not something that I want to remember. Now, in fact, almost hit him in the foot.
That's a great pitch. Guy's up there, and he's a tenderfoot, and you throw a bouncing breaking ball that misses his foot by a half a foot.
Lifted into left field for Ramos. 2 down. And here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Saw Kyle Hurt getting ready for the 9th inning.
And it's just a bit wide. Lined. Adames knocks it down, and Hernandez will have a hit. It would have been the 3rd line drive out to Willy Adames.
I thought he got up there pretty good for this one. I thought he had it.
Second baseman, number 72, Miguel Rojas.
And he just didn't have enough glove.
No. Yeah, a center fielder catches that because he's got a bigger glove. Here's Rojas. Rojas 1 for 3. And a chopper foul. Off of Beck, Adames gets rid of it, and it's not in time. Giants will see if Beck is okay. Where did he get him? Back of the leg?
I thought so. Yeah, like on the left calf. That was A for effort for Willy Adames. But a base hit, an infield single. As bad as it feels now, it's going to feel a whole lot worse tomorrow. I'm not telling Tristan Beck anything he doesn't know. You don't mind getting dinged if you get it out, but if you give up a base hit on it, you mind.
Yes, you do. Yep, maybe on the calf.
Yeah.
All right, everybody seems to be okay.
In a rough inning. Cal Tucker hit one off his back foot here. That gets a comebacker off the calf.
Left fielder, number 12, Alex Call.
And he went around, so it's 0-1 to Alex Call with Dodger runners at first and second with 2 outs. And it's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a chopper foul.
Looking at the stitch job on Beck's glove. It's custom made. Guys have fun with the design of their gloves. It's pretty cool what they come up with.
We started out, there was Wilson and Rawlings, right? That was it.
Well, McGregor around. I mean, they used, back in the day, even Spalding, but primarily Wilson and Rawlings. Then Mizuno came into play.
This is out of play.
And then Louisville got into it. Nike got into it. Mariucci. I mean, the gloves that they make, that glove right there looks like a subway car in New York. Colorful.
Hit on the ground. Arrives, dives from his knees. Devers digs it out, and they got him. So Alex Cole thrown out. We will head to the 9th. It's 4-0 Dodgers. Kyle Hurt is your new pitcher. He's got some pretty good numbers
for Hurt. Done well. 14 strikeouts in 10 innings. Fastball changeup guy out of SC. He's 27 years of age.
Devers 0-1. Devers had a hit his first time up, and then Ohtani struck him out the next 2 times up. And a strike to make it 1-2. Giants need a couple of base runners to make this interesting. Hit towards the gap into right center field, and nobody's there. And it's going to be a ground rule double for Rafi Devers. All right, well, there's a start.
You bet. Leadoff double. Take a look at the fastball right middle in at the belt. Pulls the trigger on it. So that's instant life. You got to keep it going. Good at bats. It'd be something. Come back from this one down 4 in the 9th.
Eldridge fouls this one back. Eldridge goes around now. He struck out his first 2 times up, and then he hit a ball straight up that was a pop-up, but he did put it in play in the 7th. Got him.
That's good changeup. It's his bread and butter. So he gets 3 pitched, and that's a rough night for the Giants rookie. I mean, big movement, big drop, and a great sell job with fastball action on the arm to set that changeup up.
Adames out in front. Adames had a base hit against Ohtani in the 7th. He drove one to right field. He takes a strike. Oh, 2. On the ground sharply to third. Espino got him. Throws him out.
Well, he knew he had lots of time. That ball hit sharply to his right. This winds up being a nice play. Beauty of the hot corner. Once you catch the flame, you got all the time in the world to get ready.
Here's Chapman. And Chapman takes high. Chapman had a hit in the 7th. And he rolls this one foul. Remember, tomorrow night, same time, Landon Roop against Emmett Sheehan. Chapman shoots it foul. 1-2.
Casey Schmidt. hoping to get an at bat here.
Chapman takes a close pitch. It's 2-2. Got him. Chapman knew it. That's the ball game. Kyle Hurd strikes out a pair here in the 9th inning, and the Dodgers end up snapping their 4-game losing streak. The Giants had won 3 in a row, so now they go 4-2 against the Dodgers this year. And now wait till tomorrow night, Mike, to see if you can take the series.
Well, you're right. Landon Rubel will toe the rubber for the Giants. They will have confidence. Tonight it was just too much Ohtani. He continues his masterful control. Really is the best way to sum up what he does to the Giants. Tonight a different pitcher than they saw earlier this year in San Francisco. And he was really more of a finesse guy than a power guy, but he got the job done.
Yep. Still managed to strike out 8. But all in all, a good win for the Dodgers, and now the Giants look forward to tomorrow night. Dodgers 4, Giants nothing. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Toyota Giants postgame live. It's going to come up right after these messages.